All right, everybody here. Hi, welcome back. Happy holidays, everybody. Welcome back to the Skyebits show as I tell you what I'm about to do. Except for don't, maybe not like right now. uh, okay, so I got a couple things that I'm going to talk about. One of them is I'm going to talk about the fear index, what I'm doing, Bitcoin dominance, the Bitcoin chart, and I kind of wanted a little bit talk about startups. So let's go ahead and dive into this. So I'm gonna bring up my second screen. Oh, and as always, I don't feel like I tell everybody this enough. I am not a financial advisor, okay? I'm not a financial advisor, and you guys should always just do your own research, okay? Um, there's a lot of good information out there, but you guys don't have to necessarily follow what I do, okay? Because everybody has, their own opinion. So, uh, here we are with the fear index. This was just updated. Yeah, just updated. We're at 42. So that still puts us in fear territory. I think what it is like, if you guys recall, everyone just kind of bought or aped in after the 48,000 mark. And now it looks like we're coming down from a 52 or a 51,000. And I think people just got a little bit too overexcited. And we're just too much. But we got some good. There's a lot of good things that are happening right now. It's good. We're seeing some. It looks like we're seeing some value. So that is a positive sign. Also, I want to tell you about my new thing. So, oh, okay. So, you guys can't see it. All right. Okay, you can kind of see it. So this is what I'm gonna be doing. It's kind of telling you what I've been doing. Okay, right now I have my buy and hold hodl. Okay, you buy and you hodl sign right behind me. I'll adjust that eventually, but you don't have to follow what I'm doing. Okay, guys, that is just letting you know to tell you what I'm doing. I am buying and kind of hauling, but actually I'm not. I'll be honest, I'm not buying. I already did all my buying about a week or two ago. Okay, I am bought. Everything is gone. Okay, there's no more cash. Okay, so I've already did all the buying. A lot of my positions have gone. They were red, and now they're green. So no more buying for me. So now it's just holding. Okay, so that's just letting you know what I'm doing. That doesn't mean you have to go follow what I'm doing. Okay, again, not a financial advisor. So fear index, again, we're at 41. Everyone's just kind of like antsy what they should be doing, what they should do. And I looked at I saw this it was like a hedge fund index. It was on the Solana blockchain. Um, and what they're doing is like a lot of them, these indexes are still in like USDC because Solana uses USDC a lot. I don't know why they don't use USDT. I think that because it's like solvable. Okay, so a lot of people are still just kind of sitting on cash right now, which is not bad. It's not bad. There's a lot of wisdom in just being patient. So we can go ahead and look at this heat map. What is going on in the heat map? All right. Okay, so yeah, Bitcoin fell down a little bit from 52, but it's up from last week. Okay, you gotta think we're $1,000+ up from last week. Okay, you gotta think like last week we were like, if you guys can remember, last week we were like, oh my god, the world is on fire. It's doom and gloom. That's not really the case. Okay. It looks like some money is flowing into some Bitcoin Cash and sushi. Sushi and Ave. There's a positive volume going into them. Also on Uniswap. Uniswap has been beaten up for a long time. So I think maybe this looks like it's a sign. Because of Sushi and Ave, the DeFi space might be preheating up because these guys are like the big kind of indicators. So BNB, smart contracts, ADA. I saw ADA at $1.54 ish earlier. So I think there's some money flowing into ADA for sure. Everyone is waiting for that Sunday swap to get going. A lot of pressure on Sunday swap, if you ask me. A lot of pressure. Algorand looking good. BNB is actually, even though this is like positive value, it's not that much positive value because they're just kind of bobbing around right now. So I don't, if you guys, I can look at that price chart if you guys want, but it looks like they're getting some positive value there. So that looks good. Bitcoin is still looking good, guys. This is a healthy pull. I don't want to say pullback, but like a good retest of where we were last week. Okay, and I can show that to you guys in just a little bit. Okay, so I want to go ahead and take a look at some of these kind of categories, actually. If I could find them. There we go. Categories. It's for some reason I can't find it easily. If you guys have Coin Market Cap on your tablet, it's easier to see the categories. But for some reason on the website, I can't find it. So like asset management, that's up, and masternodes, that's up. Sports is up. Olympus Pro ecosystem, that's something worth investigating. I don't even know what that is. Cardano's ecosystem is up. 7 winners, 4 losers. Okay. Insurance, a couple insurance. Insurance is something you should look into, guys. I think insurance is worth looking into, and possibly maybe even options, as I think derivatives will continuously expand into the market because there's going to be more DeFi, and more DeFi is going to become more derivative. Become a big source of income, not just for exchanges, but also for DEX exchanges in general, for all the exchanges. So options is a big one. Right now, it's just kind of puny. It's tiny. It's a tiny. Look at that. Market cap is only 100 bill. So not too big. Not too big right now, at least. Okay. Right. So let's look at the Bitcoin dominance. This is on a daily, and it looks like we're just kind of bobbing around here between this support and I don't want to say support and resistance. This is becoming like somewhat of resistance now, but this is how I'm going to present it to you because this is what it's been doing. It went up here, and I was under the impression maybe it might go up here, but it's just kind of been hanging out here. So that's why you guys are seeing a lot of these altcoins. They're just kind of flying. Yeah, I'm not sure if you guys noticed, but altcoins have just gone up. Like some of them went like 20 some percent, and then like 30 some percent. So yeah, this is the reason altcoins are just kind of flying up there. Last time we were at similar levels was in May and September. So the question is, do we break more? So that is the big one, because if we go to a weekly time frame, last time it happened was basically like 2017, 2018 when we hit this area. Okay. 2017, yeah, 2017, and then 18. Okay, a little bit. So that is a little bit of what happened. This is what caused the, if you guys can remember, the blow off top in 2017. So when this happens, then we can, if this does go down, we could see altcoins just explode, explode. Like when I say explode, like blow off top, explode. So a little bit of awareness there. Of course, we could see Bitcoin just go back up here. So how I would imagine this playing out is, because it's been doing this, Bitcoin can just go up here, right? Rising up, maybe hitting that 60 or 77 grand mark, and then come back down here. And this is where it comes back down, and that's when altcoins can just kind of keep flying up there. So I don't know what's going to happen. So that's this is just some kind of like food for thought, what you think may happen. Okay, so that's how it's looking right now, and that's on the 15-minute mark. Okay, that's the support, and that's me writing all over my charts. Okay, so right now this is like a retesting period. Okay, and to see how this is playing out, we got altcoins flying, flying, flying. Again, sushi is flying. So right here, sushi, see right here, sushi is flying. This is spell's flying. Spell went up. Like look at this. It's just like it went from like 2 cents to like, I don't know, like this thing exploded. I saw this at like 1,000 some percent. So that was a big one. CVX. What is that one? Convex X Finance. That's also explode. So a food for thought. What you look at the altcoins and you can see visually like what is going on. So back now, I'm going to move on to the Bitcoin chart, because I think that's what everybody is wondering. Are we heading to the moon, or are we heading towards doom, right? We just got out of doom, guys. We just got out of doom. We had this entire time just go down here. The ironic part is when Bitcoin was like kind of like a little bit down here, that's when like some of the game tokens were like taking off. So I'm thinking under the impression that maybe DeFi will take off, even though like it's a little bit on this downtrend right now. So look here. All right. So we finished this trend. Okay, this is the long-term trend. Okay, that's we've broken out of this trend. Okay, and then we had this mini medium-term trend. Okay, I call this the short to medium term. Remember, if you guys can recall, I said you should not get excited until we hit this 48 region mark. We have broken out the short to medium term trend. Okay, we've broken out of that. We've just broken the long term. See, this is the long term reversal trend. Okay, we've just broken that out. Now, Bitcoin right now is retesting this trend, right? So it broke out. Now it's retesting. Okay, it's retesting this trend, and so it may actually hit like, let's say 79-ish. It could potentially hit 79-ish. Maybe even like 48, 50-ish. Okay, potentially. Okay. So it's just retesting, and then I would anticipate this. Remember, if you guys, you want this to test this region, and then it can go on its way. Okay, the market is basically market is like this, guys. Market is 80% doing this and 20% doing this. Okay, this is 20% of the time. Okay, it's either going up or down, right, or sideways, right? This is 80% of the market. Okay, 80%. Now we are not doing that. Okay, we're heading. At least I interpret this as heading back up. Okay, so I don't really have any calls to give because I did all the calls the last 2 weeks. If you guys got into Luna, congratulations. You guys should be at least like maybe at least I don't want to say 100%, but really up on your money. Really up on your money here. So no calls for me this week. Actually, no calls because I already, like I said, I already did all my buying. No, there's no more buying for me. Okay, no more buying. I'm just hodling. Okay, unless we break this trend, like seriously break this trend, then then yeah, I may have to wait till the next paycheck or something. Okay, but for now, this looks positive. This looks positive. This looks healthy. It's testing the trend. Okay, and when I see this test and trend, then it should just kind of pop back up. Remember, we're on a daily, so sometimes we're not always gonna have like these positive days right here. Like it goes up from 48 to 51. We're not gonna always have days like that. Some days it's just literally just bobbing around and just doing nothing, and that's okay. That's a healthy market. And what I'm seeing is this is still okay. This is still pretty good. So we're retesting this. We're retesting this old trend because we got to get out this gunk, right? We got to get out this gunk, and we've broken. This is just retesting this. We don't want to go back into this trend, right? We don't want to go back and blah blah. We don't want to do that. We want to stay within this trend. Okay, so that is what's going on with Bitcoin. You don't overcomplicate this. Okay, the reason why we do all these trend lines is because it just helps you visually without like you don't need all these fancy tools. The trend line is the trend is your friend, right? You ever heard that phrase? The trend is your friend until the end. Okay, now this trend has ended. This trend has ended unless this comes back down here. Okay. But for now, this long trend, we are still this reversal is now in play. Okay. So do not don't be like too antsy. If anything, if you didn't buy, I would say this is your last chance to buy. Okay, last chance to buy before we moon. Okay, and you're taking a very small risk at this point. This is slightly a little bit more bigger risk. This is a little bit smaller risk because now you can see that it's retesting it. Okay, so that's my take on what's going on with Bitcoin. All right. I know, what is it? Let's see. I want to take a look at what's going on with Luna because I made that call. Okay. Just so you guys know, Luna made this amazing. Look at this run. Look at this. Are you kidding me? I made the call like right here. I told you guys like this was buy zone. And now it's, what was it, like 53 to 100? You guys should have doubled your money right there. That's that's 50 and you're buying at and you're selling at 100. So anyways, what I'm trying to say here is follow these trends. Okay, the trend is your friend. All right, we can see that happening right here. Okay, now we can see can see here that Luna's dying. I don't want to say Luna's dying out, but it kept retesting this $100 region. It broke it, but then it just didn't stay, right? So this is like the resistance because it didn't break. It broke through, but it didn't. This candle did not close above it, so therefore it's a failed attempt, right? So right now, it's just kind of a little bit bobbing there a little bit. I don't know what to make of this. I think this is due for a little bit. I would like to see this come down actually to the 76 some dollar region with Luna. I think it's just everybody's in Luna. So when everyone is crowded into a stock or a coin, it feels like it kind of reminds me of when I was in Tesla. Everybody and their mother was in Tesla. So I was like it became a little bit uncomfortable. So I have already kind of a little bit left the terrain. I want to see this come back down actually. So that's my take on it. Excuse me for my car, my thing blackout. So if you guys have any, oh yes, startups. So did you guys know that you can participate in startups? So startups are these things where you can, by no means, this is not me trying to like, I thought this was a cool thing. Okay. I didn't know you can do this, but, Gate does this. So I think this is actually worth noting because I don't think no one knows about it. That you can partake in these like startups. And startups are these, so like for example, the coin is heart. So what it is you buy it before it goes before it gets kind of listed. You buy it before it gets listed, and then you could technically sell it if you wanted to. I thought that was cool. See, heart. So like, see how you buy it at 14 some cents, and then you sell it at 20 if you wanted to. I'm not so sure if I'm a huge fan of this, but I thought it was cool. I'm kind of 50-50 on this because they want you to have GT tokens. You need a minimum of 100 tokens, I believe. So, but I think it's worth noting that you can participate in this unless you're in these crappy countries. Okay, if you're in these crappy countries, then you can't participate. So I don't know. I'm not necessarily trying to promote this, but I didn't know about it. But if you guys knew about it, then congratulations to you. I'm more for like, like I don't know what to expect after a coin comes out. So I always kind of a little bit wait it out. So that's me. If you guys have questions, go ahead. Feel free to ask me. I am opening up the chat. All right. Let's see what. All right. You think the bear market starts? Bitcoin already dropped. Look at this. Bitcoin already dropped. Look at this. It already dropped. All this is already like kind of bear market-ish. How much more do you think Bitcoin can drop? It's already been like kind of a long time sort of bear market, I like dump for more buying dips. Yeah, I can understand that. How much it might dump? I don't think this is like necessarily a dump. This is, like I said, this is more like a retest. You want this to stay. You don't want Bitcoin to go back into this trend. Okay, like I said, we broke this short to medium trend, and this is the long-term trend, right? This is the sign of reversal. We want to stay within this trend, and we can go on our way. Okay. If we go back down, then then yeah, we could be in a little bit of trouble. What do I think about WGMI? I don't think we have that coin. I think someone asked me about that coin last week. Yeah, we don't even have the coin. And this is, I know it was you. I know it was you. The same person asking me about the same coin that we don't have. I love to follow what you do. Oh, thank you. Thank you. You can see I am just holding my position right now. Buying, I'm no more buying for me, because I already did all the buying last week and the week before. So no more buying. Now I am just hodling and waiting for this reversal to do its business. Okay. Can you check ENS, please, and theta? ENS. Okay. Okay, so it just IDO'd or IEO, okay? Exchange offering. There's been no dump. Okay, there's been no dump. And it's Ethereum naming service. So I think I know what this is. This is where you put your name and then .eth, right? That's what this is, right? I think this is a little bit if you went to go buy it, right? Let's say you went to go buy that domain, like your name is for example, Skyebits.eth, right? That name is expensive. It's expensive. I think they want you pay a yearly subscription or something. You got to pay it yearly, or you pay every 4 or 5 years or whatever. As long as your existence, you need to pay for that domain name. Okay, so not that this is bad. Okay, this is not bad, but this is a subscription to that, and I'm not a huge fan of that, but if you're a fan of that, then yeah. Naming services apparently is very big, but I'm not sure if it's necessarily worth the $100 or $60 a year to pay for. So, but maybe you think you're going to be in ETH for the next 10-20 years, then yeah, by all means, right? So no, not too much opinion on this. Kind of neutral. I'm neutral on this, but chart wise, this is not looking too necessarily strong. I mean, like it's holding this trend, but I have this when there, just because there's been no dumps yet. There's been no dumps. Usually when it's expensive. It's $43. That's expensive. Because there's been no dumps, I don't want to buy it. I don't want to buy it. It's still new. And plus it's still a little bit on this downward trend. Okay. So that is my mindset on it. It's not a buy for me. It's $43 for wine. And it's a new service. So and just to have my name say Skyebits, like it's like, I don't know about you, but I'm a huge fan of unstoppable domains, and that's a one-time purchase. Okay, so theta. Theta, that is the video streaming service, right? Yeah. I kind of like Theta, but Theta does have some competition. I don't know what to tell you. This was This region here was buy zones. This was buy zones. So if you got in this region, congratulations. You should be very much up on your money. Okay. If you're looking to buy in, like I said, you have to follow the trend. Follow the trend. Follow this trend. But this trend is looking pretty sharp going up. So a lot of precautions if you're going to go ahead and jump on this. Okay. Follow the trend. You buy on this. You buy on these things, right? 4 hours. You want to buy when it tests the trend. Okay, if it breaks it, then thank you, goodbye, right? So just keep that in mind. The more this coin tests this trend, the stronger, okay? The stronger the trend, okay? The stronger the trend, okay? The stronger the trend. I don't know. Like it's, there's muscle. There's muscle there, okay? So when it constantly tests this trend and bounces up, that is a good sign, okay? If it doesn't do that, then, if it just breaks down, then, that's not a good sign. Just like Bitcoin, okay? We want to make sure that Bitcoin tests that trend and bounce back up, okay? Next one. Okay, I'm sorry, I don't understand that language. Miss, I want to give an opinion. Your exchange is used a lot by people in India. I should be able to talk. Yeah, I mean, I believe in freedom. If you, I don't understand what you're asking here, but you can talk. Yeah, I'm all open. Talking is good. Talking is good. No talking, not good. Not good. Okay. Being used in India. Wow. Gate is used in India. That's actually pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy to hear that. Strong sign of support, folks. Already washed for taxes. No need to sell. Oh, no need to sell. That's a very good. I think a lot of people have done already their push. They did like a lot of sell, but then they bought back. I don't understand the whole point. Like, you're selling and then you're buying, and then you're selling and then you're buying for tax purposes. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense. Me and Shadow should do a stream together. That's actually pretty sweet. Maybe. Yeah. I'll bring that up. Shadow does have a lot of in-depth, fundamental knowledge. He's very knowledgeable, way more knowledgeable on the macro level than I am. I will give him that. He's much better at those type of things. And there's one more. There is some gate chat. Gate chat. What? How can I translate? How do I get there? What do I think about Kishu? Why does this sound Japanese? Okay, this looks. I can't even see it. I can't even see the chart for Kishu. This is too small, too little. I can't say much. Let's see, what else? What are you doing? Floki. Someone's asking me about Floki. Floki. This is a meme coin. It's testing support. Okay, it's testing support. If it drop, yeah, it's testing support. So if it drops below the support, then then get out. That's it. Okay. But right now it looks like it's gonna come here, test the support, and then I don't know. It may take off. It may not take off. I don't really play meme tokens. Okay. I think meme tokens are they're too unpredictable. They're a little bit too unpredictable for me to play. How to start first buy? Could you please? There's a lot of ways to start buying, guys. You put in an order. That's what you do. You put in an order, and you put the amount of whatever dollars or your currency, and then you click buy. That's it. It's not hard. And then if you want to like buy like right now, let's go to Cadena, for example. Like, let's say you wanted to buy like right now on the market. You go like this, right? You click this because this is the person who's willing to sell. And you put your dollar amount, let's say $10-ish, or you want 10 Cadena, for example. You put 10 Cadena. This shows you the amount of US dollars you need. And then you just click buy. That's it. It's going to ask for your funding password, and you put your funding password, and there you go. It's not too hard to make purchases. Okay. All right. We'll go ahead back to the gate, our YouTube channel. So is that it? No one has any other questions? I don't know really what to say here, because we're just testing the support. That's all I see. Does no one has any questions for tokens? Here's a question. What did you guys get? Did you guys do anything on Christmas other than like look at your portfolio? I know I did that. I know I sometimes do that. Just like, I'm checking this portfolio because you gotta show you. Here's what it is. You don't want to show your parents or your family like, hey, look at my my portfolio, and it's all red. You don't want to do that. You do that during because sometimes it's like a topic. No one has any questions for me? None? See, it's just testing. That's all it is. It's just testing. Yeah. There's no reason to panic for this. It's just testing, and for me, if I had a little bit, this would be my last opportunity to get into coins before it starts skyrocketing up. Another indication that tells me we are relatively okay is, let's see, liquidations. People who do leverage. Okay. Everyone is long. Everyone's long. So looks so far no liquidations yet. Not yet. Here's another website. Looking on let's go with the 30-minute. Okay. Liquidations or leverage seems a little bit more tamed. So we're doing good. This when you like when you see stuff that's uncontrolled, this is uncontrolled leverage here. Okay, so this is uncontrolled leverage. We're pretty tamed here, but leverage is kind of spiking up. I wouldn't be surprised if we just got smacked down a little bit. If we get smacked down, then we could see Bitcoin price. Um, we could see Bitcoin going back to like these levels again. I don't be surprised, but leverage looks somewhat tamed, somewhat tamed. So yeah. Anybody? No questions today for me? All right. If there's no questions, then I'm gonna go ahead and cut the stream short. Someone's asking me about dot on the gate. All right. All right. That looks good. That looks good. It went a little bit below this trend, but as long as it doesn't like start falling off a cliff, then yeah, we're still okay. Okay. Dot looks good. It's trying to catch up. See? Yeah. So yeah, that looks healthy. It's breaking out of this long trend that just did nothing but break down. So now it's broken that trend. So as long as we see Bitcoin healthy, then we can see dot going back to 30, 40 some dollars, maybe even 50. Oftentimes coins like to revisit highs, so don't be surprised if it hits $50. Don't be surprised. Excuse me. Whew. How can you follow me? Do you know about Ichimeru Cloud? I little bit know about Ichimeru Cloud. I don't use it though. That's like a Japanese technique. It's just it's too much for me. I have to if you use it, then you if it's easy for you, then you use it. But for me, everyone, there's so many ways to trade. So, you find what works for you. Okay. For me, I like as simple as possible. I feel like I have too much indicators to look at already. I use the RSI. I use OBV, which is basically an RSI. And then I use the Scholastic RSI. That's three RSIs. That's three RSIs. But I am RSI'd out. And then I use what other ending? Sometimes I use the Bollinger Bands, but not too often. The EMA 8 and 21. That's my jam. And then just trend lines, really. If I didn't have any indicators, like trend lines would be like my number one indicator. Just plain and simple. Just if it doesn't follow the trend, it's done, right? So just trend lines, parallel channels, and yeah, that's it, really. And just you want to keep your trading as simple as much as possible. RSIs are kind of cool because they tell you when something's been oversold or overbought. So that's how I reference all of that. Any more questions in reference to alt season? I believe next year is adoption based on the fact that last year was acceptance. Now BTC is an ETF. Okay, so yeah, so BTC ETF, that's good. That is a good sign, but there is some type of issue with the SEC not approving BTC spot. Why? I don't know. I think this is just like their way of like saying we want you to buy the more expensive contract, like futures. Like even the like micro futures are pretty expensive if you're doing this through the traditional sense. Okay, so keep food for thought. I think the spot exchange is less risky, but I don't know why they think like futures is more riskier. You need more leverage. You need more money in your account so that you don't get liquidated with futures in the traditional sense. But spot ETFs are way less riskier. I don't know why they're taking their sweet time to approve that. BLOK. Yeah, I can. Yeah. BLOK. I can go ahead and look at that for you. BLOK. Blocktopia, right? Blocktopia. Retesting this low. Yeah, it's just it's retesting the low here. Yeah. That is the area of interest. Double interest. You want to get in here. That's your double interest. Yeah. Here. Double interest right here. This region. Okay. This is the support. Okay. If you get lucky, you can buy it around there. But if it goes down there, then the trend is, because I don't have history, I can't tell you too much, but that is your support here. Okay. And then if you wanted to sell it or get out of the position, this is your first one, your first sell zone, and then that's your second sell zone typically. Okay. Oh, everyone's asking me all about these coins that I have a feeling we may not possess. Okay. Okay, so this coin looks like it's going into an uptrend. Looks like it's heading towards an uptrend. Looks like it's kind of just following BTC. So that I think it's a little bit too late to jump on board on this, but if you want, you could always jump on board. I can't tell you not to jump on board. Take caution, always caution, because these coins, I don't know. I really just like I would literally wait till it hit this line. But if it went below this line, I would abandon chip in a heartbeat. Okay, so that is my take on it. But this should have been your kind of buy zone ish area. Keep that in mind. This is like your buy zone area. Usually, price likes to revisit. Price likes to visit prior lows. Okay, price likes to visit low. Like if there was a low there, it likes to visit that low. Why it does this, I don't know. I don't know why it does it. I think it's mostly it's mostly because it wants to retest. Yeah, retest is. I think that should have been I should use that word. It likes to retest price levels. Okay. So right now it's looking like it's already kind of lift off. But if you're gonna jump on this, very careful, because we don't know what's gonna happen with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes up, then I would anticipate all coins to take a rocket ship and go land on the moon or Venus because that's further. Do you think that we have a hold of buying these days? Um, do you think we have a hold of buying these days? Okay, when you say do we have a hold of buying, there's definitely a lot of retail buying, if that's what your question is. But retail doesn't necessarily move the market. Okay, uh, VCs move the market. VCs move the market because they're holding billions and billions and millions of bitcoins, or they have billions of dollars worth of Bitcoin, and they can use that to move the market. And typically VCs have influences in media, and they can say, hey, put a fake story of t-shirts or a fake story about the F word, the flu. Okay, so they have way more influence on those things. All right, back to the back to the YouTube channel. Hi there, what do you think about Quaint? Quaint? Oh yeah, this coin. Shadow brought this up to me. This is the anti-quantum computing coin. Yeah. So we were like, he and I, we don't think quantum computers is gonna be available for the next 10 years, 5 to 10 years. But they're saying that the people behind this project thinks that it may happen as soon as 2023. So like not next year, but the year after next year, because this year, next year is coming up soon. So like so this is like, oh, if quantum computers become a thing, then we have a quantum resistant computing blockchain. So I thought this was cool. Basically, quantum computing would endanger the entire financial system, though. So I guess you could call it, this would be a good insurance if you bought this coin. If you buy this coin, then yeah, it's insurance that your money is safe from quantum computing. But then again, you got to ask yourself the question, like, what if it's how you say it, like, how are you supposed to get around like sending this coin, here and there, right? If quantum computing can, mix the numbers, so this is high speculation on this. So like, here, this is my take on this, because you can do this with a Raspberry Pi. I would do a Raspberry Pi. Okay. And I am a bit of a geek. I do have a Raspberry Pi. So Raspberry Pi, if you have a Raspberry Pi, preferably the Pi Zero, then yeah, go ahead and I would mine this. I mine this on, they say you can do it with your cell phone or Raspberry Pi. I think you need the Pi Zero though, because the guy uses the Pi Zero. So I'm guessing the Pi Zero is way more updated than, what I'm doing. So yeah, if you're interested in this, I would definitely do this as a mining project. I would not be doing this like to buy and just put it in a bag. I'm not so sure. I try to do it the free way, yeah, because they're using proof of randomness. So that is my take on quacks. All right. So if a little bit of a short stream. I didn't have too much of a lesson today because um I don't know how to explain it. It's just like there just wasn't too much to really give a lesson on right now because everyone is just going to be buying and buying. So that's why I made this here. Give you a little bit idea what I'm doing and like do I think like 99% of no, 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 no. When people are dumping, that's when I'm buying actually. So uh, I will have a lesson next week. I wanted you guys to just chill out. This is the new year. New Year is going to be coming out soon. I have way more educational material coming out next year. You don't want to miss that. And hopefully, I'm prepared for 2022, guys. I think 2022 will be a spectacular year, regulation or no regulation or strangulation, as I would like to call it. So, with that, I will go ahead and conclude the stream. Thank you guys. Happy late New Year. Okay, or it'll be early. Happy early New Year. Okay. So, with that, sayonara.